Welcome everyone to DRC on the F1 23 game, and now we start season 10, the last season on this game cycle. It's round one. We're going to be driving around Saudi Arabia, and I am joined once again, just like last season, by Deathlink 10. How are you doing? Yeah, totally. So a couple of things to mention. Of course, it's the first race of the season, so we've got a 9-race season ahead of us. Don't. You were muted that whole time.
Was I?
You are unmuted now.
Oh, thank God. I sounded like an idiot when I did my intro. I can do it again. Right, hang on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm great, Mackie. How are you?
Right, it's fine. It's the first race of the season. Everything was bound to go wrong at some point.
Guarantee.
So we're going to be going into a short qualifying session here for our the first race of our 9-race calendar. We've got a new rule this season as well. On a trial basis for the first, I think, 2 races. During the race, all drivers must use all 3 compounds of tyre. I don't know what happens if it rains.
I'm going to assume it rains. It's inters and wets you have to use. But
if it's a fully dry race, you've got to use the softs, mediums, and the hards all at not at the same time. That
all at the same time.
Can you just imagine an F1 car with all the compounds on it at the same time?
It'd be interesting.
Sounds a bit undrivable, to be honest.
I think it'd be undrivable.
And before we go into it, I'm going to see if I can find a track map. Kind of a quick look at the track map here. I can't actually see it. This is gone to plan, 100%.
It is full qualifying on one shot.
I can't even tab out. So we're gonna not talk over the map. We're gonna go now to qualifying as we see.
Is this short qualifying?
It is short qualifying still, yes.
Not full qualifying. Only 15 drivers so far. Not a full grid today.
No, we've only got 15 drivers. I believe every team has a full roster. I could be wrong.
Yes, I think they do. I think it's obviously first race of the season. You'd expect a full grid, but it's fine. We don't have everyone. People are busy. Obviously, names I recognise, names I don't. We've got some new drivers here on the DRC grid. For Division 2, or Tier 2, however you want to say it. We haven't mentioned what track we're around either, have we? It's Saudi.
It is. Don't know if I said that or not. But we're driving around the Jeddah Corniche circuit in Saudi Arabia for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. First race of the season and the first laps now of the season. Who exited the pit lane first? I think that is VU Crazy.
VU Crazy? Is he crazy?
I don't know. We'll have to ask.
I don't know. I've never heard the guy before. We're officially on new territory here, because he's also part of Xbox, which I don't think we actually have crossplay before.
No, and interesting. We've got a Hastry of Yes I'm me. I don't know. There's
Yes me.
Please correct us if you're new and we're getting your names wrong. Is on PlayStation, and the other Haas driver of honestly, I really need to ask people how to say their names before we start these seasons.
Like I said, didn't I, Mackie? We should have that thing that the Premier League have, where they have the people say their names and pronounce them, and send them all to commentators.
And then we won't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I think I could probably still get it wrong with me, but you know, I'll get it wrong less.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, VU Crazy's gone wide.
Indeed.
He's gone wide quite a few times.
And of course, this season we're still partnered and sponsored with Aztec Sim Sports and Milestone as well. So make sure to check them out below. Can't forget that. I'll get in trouble.
No, we don't get paid.
So we've got a few drivers starting their laps now. I think VU Crazy still first out on track, but has a Ferrari close behind. I think does Juno think this is the race already?
Yeah, I think so. Juno already racing, of course. Going into another season, Juno looking for that.
Oh my
one.
god, it's gone down the inside. They've touched in qualifying.
Oh, they've touched Martin. The Alpine's been spun round. Oh my god! Already, incident on the first qualifying session of the season.
That will be one for the stewards to look at after the session.
For sure.
In fact, I'm surprised one of them wasn't given a 5-place grid penalty by the game for causing a collision. That's usually what happens. But Juno does finish the lap, so it's a 1:28.8. That was a moment to start the season. Let's just say that.
Certainly was. He's not got interchange front wing. Interesting enough.
So on the medium tyres is the McLaren of Pizzol. Again, I've probably said that wrong, and please correct me later if I have got it wrong. Going through now, I think that's a purple sector 1. Of course, Kurumi goes second now, the 1:28.888. So a lot of 8s in a row.
I'll have 888s. 888 casino.
Of course, other gambling options are available.
Yeah, we should mention that. Yeah, of course.
Also, don't gamble.
Yeah. And gambling is also unavailable.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
As you can tell, the two of us are tired today.
It's a long week, man. This is Saturday.
It has been a
Saturday
long
now.
week. We've got another day left to go, unless of course we end our weeks on a Saturday.
That's true, but no, I've got because I know obviously I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday now, and I start at 6 a.m. Well, I start at 7 a.m. but I have to get up at 6 a.m. to get ready for work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like 3 days in a row because I work tomorrow as well, and I'm working bank holiday as well. So
Oh, you're working the bank holiday. Oh dear.
double pay though.
Oh, double pay. Okay. Well, at least they're nice enough to give you extra.
Yeah.
Pockets goes on
got
provisional pole. Still 12 minutes left in the session though, so I wouldn't see that as the fastest time we're going to see today. Sam Yeldar is going around the final corner now, driving a Ferrari on board. Got that DRS open, going to cut across that little bit near the pit entrance. That's going to be a 1:28.5. Goes into second position.
Lovely lap that. Quite far off Pockets' lap time though. 5/10 off of it.
Yeah, indeed. That is it's a pretty good lap time to start us off here, especially being the first lap around for the Red Bull driver. So we'll see how much Red Bull to improve, how much track evolution comes into this. Of course, they've got to be careful with their tyre usage, considering they've got to use more tyres than they maybe predict using during the race.
Yeah, because obviously they're going to have to use mediums, hards, and softs at some point. If they do not, I believe they get disqualified. Is that what we're going on here?
Yes, if they don't do that, they will be disqualified at the end of the race.
Yes. So it is very much an important thing that you need to do that. It's just a testing thing to see if it provides better racing, and see if it changes anything up. Obviously, Real F1 watches us as well, so they'll probably be stealing this idea in the future.
Yeah, if for the 2025 season this happens, you know why.
Exactly. As Mr. DRC Corny going for their lap time here, Mackie, in the Mercedes, looking to get themselves a time on the board. No Alfa Romeo drivers in today, which is upsetting considering I am driving for them this year.
I didn't actually know that you'd switched because you were Mercedes last year for Tier 1.
I was for a little bit, and I had to stop because I had some other stuff come up. And instead of telling Scrub that, I just decided not to.
And I was surprised you got rehired, to be honest, if that's your track record.
Well, Edgen hired me, so you know.
Oh, well, you can't let him down. He could banish you forever.
He wouldn't.
I mean, you never know.
Who'd he get to replace me? Come on. He knows what brings the money in.
Corny.
It's not me.
Purple Sector 2. Although
Is that an actual purple sector?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
that
It disappeared very quickly, so
is that an
I'm
F1
thinking not.
2023 feature?
We replace you with Mackie? No. I mean, I'm already here, but no.
You wouldn't replace me with Mackie.
I don't know how to drive an F1 car. I only know how to drive GT3 cars. Which, of course, I'm not sure if I shouldn't say that because I don't know if anyone's going to run the stream tomorrow. So...
Corny goes
I don't know.
second fastest, but still another 5/10 off.
Indeed, 5/10 off. And I apologise if the audio is all a bit messed up on the game's end. I'm having a feature right now. So, which isn't ideal. Bloody Chen goes second fastest, 1:28.17, and Pockets puts an insane lap time in, 1:27.9, improves on an already fast lap. So we're already looking good out there for the Red Bull driver. Williams, of course, got a strong looking lineup as well.
Very strong looking lineup. Always seem to. We know
Yeah.
their team principal. Obviously W Mike, part of the charity stream we did. Oh! Sorry, it's the Gary Neville.
You peaked your mic so much there.
It's Chris J. Returning, isn't he? Chris J? I feel like I recognise that name.
Yes, I don't know if they were driving last season, but season 9? No, season 8, I think.
Didn't he get banned? Or is that someone else?
I don't know.
Someone in chat with DRC lore. We need a DRC lore page.
We do. Right, that's it. I'm going to make a Liquipedia about DRC.
Yeah. But make it like it's the Lord of the Rings.
No. What?
It's Lord of the Rings, no?
Yeah, no, I get that, but it's the way it just keeps cutting out, like, every like, half second.
It's because I've got noise suppression on.
Oh, of course, Discord noise suppression does know how to stop bad sounds, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you call my singing bad?
Did you hear some of the stuff that came out of your charity stream? I mean, you know...
That was amazing. We raised a lot of money for charity, and it was very good. Thank you for everyone in DRC.
And if you happen to be at Insomnia this weekend, Special Effects have a booth, so go check it out.
They are there, yeah.
I think Insomnia is closed for the day, like the main convention part, but the Land bit's still open, probably.
Yeah, there's a few people that I've sent over in that direction to go say hi.
Honestly, I was really tempted to get a last-minute ticket and go up there, and then realised I had to commentate today. So
yeah, I was tempted as well. Like I was going to go.
And
up
then I also realised there's engineering works literally everywhere, and it'd be almost impossible to get to Birmingham.
It's expensive as well. Like it would have cost. The tickets were expensive, and like the train ticket itself would have been twice as expensive. Good lap there from Juno. Puts himself third faster with a 27.956. So jumps them up into.
Tundra's up a second.
Half. Yeah, Tundra looking good. Cooking 28.0.
We're a lot of drivers now very much entering the low 128s, high 127s. Of course, Chris J up there, the 127.7. Still our fastest lap so far. Still 6 minutes left in the session. Plenty of time for everyone to improve.
Exactly, Mackie. Out of more curiosity, Mac, if you were doing these guys, of course, you know, they've got to use 3 sets of tyres compound. They've got to use the soft, the mediums, and the hards. What are you starting on?
I mean, might as well get a jump off the line on the softs.
Yeah.
There's no... Honestly, if you've got to use all 3 tyres, you might as well get the jump off the line. Predict that there's going to be a safety car, because there's always a safety car off the line. And then change onto the mediums. And then do the hards till the end when those mediums have run out. Stay on the hards as short a time as possible.
I like it.
Of course, don't take my strategy advice, because I don't play this game that much. So I could just be saying absolute nonsense. Peasel now coming to end their lap there into the pit lane. I thought that was a flying lap. I can't lie.
Borgia had a spin.
Yes, I'm me. 1/10 down on their previous lap time, but still only... Oh no, they haven't even crossed the Sector 1 line yet, so... Don't even think that's fair to say. They are currently 300ths up, so a small improvement, but it's going to have to be significantly more improved to make up any more positions. Of course, it's only short qualifying, so this is the only session we're going to get, so in 4.5 minutes, we will know our starting grid for the race immediately afterwards.
Exactly. Exactly. 4 minutes left, Mackie.
Absolutely. 2 Hasses out
Got-
on track on flying laps. Yes, I'm me. 2/10 down now. Not
I
exact.
know you're you. Who is he?
Yes, I'm me.
No, we know that. But who's he?
Also me.
So me? No, I am you. Bit of Rush Hour 2 there for you. Is that Rush Hour 2 or Rush Hour 3? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you don't watch films, do you?
No, I
remember.
don't. Basically, you could give me a film reference, probably won't get it.
I thought that was quite good.
Weird pit entrance here at the circuit. It annoys me a bit.
What entry or the exit? The the entry and the exit aren't very good on this circuit at all.
Captain Kami looked about half a second up on their previous lap time. We'll be dipping into the 1:28s as things stand.
Just dipping.
He is Rob. Apparently, we've got an actual name. Yes,
Who's
I'm
Rob?
me is Rob.
What, your name is Rob?
No, yes, I'm me is Rob.
Oh yes, I am. I'm Alex. Silly. Really.
This is going to be a great stream, everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
we're 20 minutes in, and
everyone already wants it to be over.
Captain
Captain
Kami
Kami.
coming across the line now.
Oh.
7th place, 8/10 improvement, 1:28.5.
Lovely lap.
Has he got time to go again?
Probably not.
No, I don't
Never
think
think
so.
so.
That could be qualifying over for the Aston Martin driver.
He's got no fuel left.
Oh.
God, I'm fucking tired, man.
Well, just don't be tired. Drink a energy drink of an unknown
And
brand.
unbranded. I was gonna go get one, but I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, so
Oh, of course, that certainly takes priority, to be honest. So.
it does. Yeah, we were watching people go on round on my very dangerous roller coasters.
So
Well,
basically, what we've learnt here, don't let Deathlink design a roller coaster.
What if I designed an F1 track? That'd be great fun.
It can't be any worse than Helmut Tilke's newer tracks.
Yeah, we actually had a look yesterday. Helmut Tilke, guys, has designed a lot of circuits that you will never see the light of day.
And revamped a lot of circuits.
He revamped the Nürburgring.
Did indeed. And Barcelona. And,
And
Hockenheim
Barcelona.
as well.
And Hockenheim, yeah. And then he also
And the Red Bull
created-
Ring, interesting.
Yeah, and he also created this really awful track in New York, but we never got to race that.
Which I'm glad, because it looked awful.
It genuinely looked like a piece of shizer. Don't know why I self-censored myself.
Well, no, I thought you were just doing a bit, because like Helmut Tilke's like German and...
Is he
Shizer.
German? I thought he's French.
I mean, no. That's an actual purple Sector 2 for Bloody Chen.
He's got this.
Noise suppression was cutting you out for most of that. It
Was
was.
it?
We got a retiree from the session. That is a crash.
No.
We have a crash in Sector 3. Looks like possibly on the track, and we've got a Mercedes being held
Oh,
up. But
by
that's-
Chen!
Bloody Chen's going to go on provisional pole by 13 thousandths of a second.
What a lap.
We do have a blockage on track, which means several cars have been held up, and on their flying laps as well, won't be able to complete them. So we'll hope maybe have enough fuel to reach the line and go again. Well, Chris J is still on an outlap, and was rescued from that situation. Chris J will be going for it. Pockets is
2/10 up in the first sector.
Pockets is entering the second part of his lap. Karumi as well on the second part of the lap. Flying lap, indeed. Who's next to cross the line on a flying lap?
I think it'll be Pocket or the Aston Martin of Karumi. It's Karumi will be next across the line.
Karumi next to cross the line
3/10 up
as
for Pockets.
we've got a crash in turn 1. It's all going wrong at the end of this qualifier session here. Karumi now going to the final corner, hugs the corner tight, doesn't get too close to the wall on the outside. Could have got closer, maybe took it a bit more speed out of the exit. Doesn't really cut across that pit entrance either. Potentially lost some time, but is a half a second improvement. It's going to be a 1:28.3. Both Aston Martins with each other. And Pockets now goes on provisional pole 1:27.621. And next across the line is going to be Tomps. 1 second improvement as of far. That's only going to be 12th position though. 1:30.69.
Crash in the bloody Chen stops. I think she's getting out of the way.
Juno next to cross the line. In fact, enters the pit lane instead. Doesn't get to cross the line. Pizol doesn't get to cross the line either. I don't know if anyone else is actually on a flying lap right now. We've got a bit of McLaren front wing just bouncing across the track.
Sam Yelba. Oh, misses out by 6 thousandths of a second.
He's very, very close at the top, and I think that's everyone now. That's everyone.
Oh, it's Pockets on the front on pole, but only by 6 thousandths of a second. From Sam Yelda.
I think it's Yeldar.
Yeldarb. That does sound like a Lord of the Rings name.
Yeah, we're gonna get cancelled one day for like really messing someone's name up.
Is that first time on the front row? First qualifying session for DRC?
I do believe so. I don't recognise the name.
I don't recognise the name either.
First time in DRC here in Tier 2 and gets a front row start. Very, very close at the front.
In a Ferrari.
Top 4 separated by less than a tenth of a second. And that's going to be your final starting order of Pockets and Sam Yeldarb on the front row. Chris J and Bloody Chen taking the second row. Very, very close to each other. And then Tundra, Juno, Karumi, Captain Kami, Corny, and Pizol will be your top 10. Then Takimi Fox, Tomps, Yes I'm Me, or also known as Rob. Is it Boyar or Boyar? Someone please tell me. I don't want to get that wrong throughout the rest of the race. Starts 14th for them. VU Crazy will start last place in 15th. I've just been told that Sam Yeldarb is Mick from last season, so is not new to DRC.
Not new to DRC. Was he in the car last season?
Mick Schumacher from last season, yes.
Oh, he's Mick Schumacher. He's improved though. You wouldn't normally expect Mick Schumacher on the front row.
This is true. I mean, put in some practice during the off season, which was a very short off season, might I add.
Yeah, thanks, Edgin.
Only a week. Now we're just gonna wait for our race. Is formation lap on? Because someone please tell me now, so I need to know whether to panic or not. Or whether
the one thing I loved about Edgin was I remember last season I asked him if he could change the time to make it like possibly more convenient because I had like stuff in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that and then he came back early this season and said, "Oh, I've changed the time to make it better for you," and he put it half an hour later, even though I wanted it half an hour earlier.
Well, you know, that is how it is. It probably works better for everyone else though. So
the ultimate troll indeed.
Yeah.
The ultimate troll indeed. I've just got a DM. Is that from Edgin? It is.
What has Edgin said?
He said in all caps, "Hey man, I didn't know."
You should have been more clear, you know?
I should have been more clear, even though I'm pretty sure if I scroll up through our messages, I was as clear as I possibly could have been.
It's all fine though. We've still got him here. I don't know what I'd do without him. I don't think I'd have a co-commentator. I'd be here alone.
Oh, you could have our tier guy tier.
Oh, who? And we've got our grid. It's a formation lap.
Good.
And yes, I'm me, or Rob has been disqualified. Takimi
Three
Fox has
people
been
were
disqualified, and VU Crazy has been disqualified. Of course, that doesn't mean they're disqualified from the race, just because they're disqualified from the formation up and can't heat their tyres up.
That is crazy.
It is indeed.
As fast from Parker.
Pockets is not hanging around on this formation lap at all.
He never does. He never does. Pockets likes to, he drives fast.
I've got a request to show tyres, and as the race hasn't started yet, I shall grant that request. So everyone, almost everyone, is starting on the soft tyre. I did say it might be a good strategy. Chris J, Corny, Pizol, and Tomps have all opted for the hard tyre, which is very interesting. You're not going to get a very good start off the line, especially Chris J up there in third. That could be a potential blunder in strategy. And yes, I'm me, and Boya have gone for the medium tyres.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And Pockets has left the rest of the grid behind. Does Pockets think he's racing?
He must do. So so actually a decent amount of people on the harder tyre. I expected quite a lot of those. The reason being because I think getting rid of the harder compound early is good because you can go on the softer compound later in the race, which is faster.
That is a good point. It could work as a later strategy, but I've got to think, are they predicting an early safety car here in this race?
You can't make predictions for safety cars because you never know if it's going to happen or not.
Well, I mean, it is DRC.
It is DRC. That's outrageous. I can't believe you say that about DRC. We have a very clean record here.
To be fair, Tier 2 got really good in the second half of last season. So
it was very
I'm
good.
hoping we can see that replicated here in Season 10. But they are now lining up to the grid. Let's see who's last. Boya is last on the grid. I showed the tyres. They haven't changed.
Wow, that was Mackie lost his head there for a second. That was the first time I've ever seen him lose his head. Well, here we go. Are you ready? Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights for the start of DRC Season 10. It's lights out and away we go. And Pockets lead us up the line into turn 1. It's a good start from Sam as he goes into turn 1. As he's going to go wheel to wheel. Pockets, he's got the inside line. Ferrari Red Bull Ferrari. His Pocket's going to be able to defend his position. No, around the outside goes Sam. What a move that is. Into the first braking zone. He takes the lead of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Mackie.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great start from Pockets, but it all seemed to fall apart going through the first few turns, and Sam has just able to just make up the position. As I saw an Aston Martin going very wide through the very fast section on this circuit, and it looks like the other Ferrari of Juno's looking to make a move on Bloody Chen, who's driving the Williams this season, and they're side by side going through. I'm sure these corners have names. Maybe they actually don't. I don't know. But going through now through the chicane. That's not a place you want to try and make a move. But Juno stuck the car right where Bloody Chen didn't want it. And they're going to continue to go through now. We're going up to a braking zone. You really, really don't want to mess up and don't really want to go side by side. It's going to be ahead for Juno going through it. Bloody Chen's going to try and force into the inside. It doesn't quite work. They're still side by side. They've been side by side for half a lap now. And it's all going well for Juno so far. Bloody Chen not quite able to hold Juno off, and they're going now into the final turn. Down the inside goes Bloody Chen, concedes the position. Juno gets third place.
Oh, good battling there from the Ferrari and the Williams. Juno is on some sort of a train this afternoon. Tundra takes 5th place now ahead of Chris J. Chris J falling back a bit on those harder tyre, Mackie. But you got to think, he's playing the long game now. He doesn't always.
Oh, we got a spin from Chris J. Chris J spun. The rear wheel was tapped by Captain Kami, and two of them have collided. And McLaren appears to have lost an end plate on the front wing as well.
Juno's retired!
Juno's out!
Oh my god, I've commentated cursed 2 people in the same lap. Oh my god.
We've still got racing going on this circuit. Takimi Fox just got past Thompson. That might be for a yellow flag. They might have to give that place back or receive a penalty. Yes, I'm me. Appears to have found a little bit of space through all of that. But Pockets is still chasing down Sam Yeldab.
And Thompson's missing a bit of front wing as well. Sorry, I managed to commentate curse 2 people there. I was saying about how well Juno's doing and how Chris J was playing the long game, and not only did Chris J spin around, but also Juno died.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not the position some of the drivers want to be in. There is many missing wings throughout the grid. I assume Captain Kami's missing one. I think Thompson's missing one as well. Got slightly caught up in that spin by Chris J. I think Chris J may have damage to either the floor or the side of the car. So potential issues there for some of the drivers on our grid.
Grooming going to go around the outside of Tundra in the final corner. Looking for P4. Takes P4. And it looks like we've got a battle going brewing for the lead of the race as well. Pockets versus Sam. Red Bull versus Ferrari. But Bloody Chen involved in this as well. He's only about 1.1 seconds behind Pockets.
And the fastest driver on track right now as well.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race goes to Bloody Chen. Why is his Chen so bloody? No one will know. What even is Chen?
No idea, to be honest.
No idea.
Chris J gets past Tomps at the back. Tomps enters the pit lane to replace that front wing, which was missing an end plate. I saw it bouncing across the track like carbon fibre really shouldn't be doing.
No, carbon fibre doesn't bounce very well.
No, it doesn't. It was surprisingly bouncy. It looked like it was a tyre going across the track, but it was a end plate.
Bouncy. Oh, such a good... bouncy.
As everyone here tries to find their rhythm in this race, we're on lap 3 of 25, and somehow those collisions on lap 2 did not cause a safety car.
No, I'm surprised. I think it's because Juno was quite far off the circuit, so it didn't matter too much. Someone who's going to make a lovely move here, though, Pockets, DRS wide open here, Mackie. Surely going to make the move, if not in this, maybe this first corner, but down the main straight, because you don't want to make the move here, because you'll get caught in DRS. There you go. You can see him lifting off the throttle there, because he now wants a good exit out of the final corner, but I'd say he's actually maybe dropped back a bit too much. He's now not going to be able to make the move with DRS. DRS is very powerful in this year's game, but it's not going to close in that much.
Absolutely. Of course, the DRS mind games are certainly something you take into consideration as a driver, because of just how powerful it is and how there's not enough detection zones sometimes. Actually, this one does have all the detection zones. Never mind.
Got 2 detection zones.
It's got 3, actually.
3? You're right. Yeah, actually, you're right. As Pistol is past DRC Corny. Oh, Sam's gone wide. He's gained a lot of time there.
Yeah, that might have to be given to Stewart as leaving the track and gaining an advantage. But a battle that is happening right now is Corny on Pizol as we continue into the far end long right hand. No, it's a left-hander.
Banked left-hander.
The banked left-hander, indeed. The long banked left-hander. To continue to go through there, really chase each other, getting each other's slipstream. Chris J gets past the Haas driver at the rear of the grid, trying to make up a few positions after that unfortunate incident. Maybe the Hards coming into their own as we get into the slightly later stages of this race. Captain Kami makes a move on to Kimi Fox up into 8th position. And we do have a yellow flag. That is a Haas driver in a wall.
Borjan got it out though, no safety car just yet.
Absolutely, the car is still running, didn't stall it. But Corny is still trying to get a move done on Pizol here as we go into the next DRS section. So McLaren driver looking to go to the pit lane? No, just trying to cut across, trying to save as much time as possible. DRS wide open for the Mercedes driver of Corny, and it could be going into turn 1. Moves for the inside line, pulls back, doesn't think to make the move just yet.
No, I don't think he needs to. Don't need to risk anything right now. You are in right now calm mode, sitting in P7 on the hard tyre. You know everyone in front of you is on the soft tyres, and you know you've still got to make at least 2 more pit stops in this race. You've got to put on the softs and you've got to put on the mediums at some point during this Grand Prix. So, when are you going to do that? You started on the hard tyre.
And the amount of extra grip Captain Kami has through the tight and fast section of Sector 1 is just insane on those soft tyres compared to Kimi Fox's mediums. And now, as we go through the... Carry on.
They'll drop off soon.
They will drop off soon. I think Captain Kami is trying to make the use of them now while he still can. As we go through, just has so much more grip. Those medium tyres really struggling for the AlphaTauri. This could be a move coming in the next few corners. Is really, really sticking to the back of the AlphaTauri driver. And now, going for a section you wouldn't really expect to... Oh, no, it's a DRS zone. Never mind. I always forget how this track is. And that's going to be a move. That's not a place you often see moves made. But a move has been made by Capsicami. But it has to back off. It's not quite there. And it's given Takimi Fox's DRS. It was just as the Aston Martin driver was just ahead for a detection zone. However, it's not really given the AlphaTauri driver too much of an advantage. And now going down the main straight, it is going to give Capsicami the DRS. Tundra has moved down 2 positions, has entered the pit lane. I think the first of the runners to pit, and Capsicami up into 7th place now.
And we have a change for the lead as well. Pockets taking the lead ahead of Sam there. And also, should we mention the improvement of Bloody Chen? Because I feel like Bloody Chen's improved a lot since off-season as well.
Absolutely, and that's really wide from Sam Yeldar. And
that's Sam. Oh, he's done it
It's
twice.
going to give Bloody Chen potentially the advantage here. Maybe, I think, even gained a little bit of an advantage off the track, which we've seen a little bit of from a lot of drivers here so far. So, as we continue... as we continue now, Bloody Chen on the back of Sam Yeldar. Continuing now through the many chicanes that this circuit holds. Williams driver just sort of holding off on the soft tyres along with the 2 in front. So it's not really much for a rush here. Just sort of maybe go for an undercut here. That might be the better strategy.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to rush, Mackie. Obviously, I've seen a lot of him training off-season, and I think he's really improved since the start of last year. I've heard he's actually changed from controller to wheel since the start of last season.
Yeah, I've heard that from the rumour mill too, and certainly not like someone in the chat that's next to me. No, totally not. Corny gets ahead of Pizzo after a long-fought battle. Really good use of the DRS, but that is going to give the McLaren driver access to DRS going down the start-finish straight.
Yeah, of course, that is the issue with making that move in the final corner. Something I want to mention, I think Sam has got a lot of straight-line speed on that Ferrari, as we see P-Sol go back in front of Corny into turn 1. Lovely move indeed, as we also see Captain Kami get past Takimi Fox. Something I can tell you, Mackie, medium tyres around here are the worst. They are really not that fun around this circuit. I've never really enjoyed them around the circuit.
Well,
Hard's not that fun either.
These drivers aren't going to be looking forward to their medium stints then, which of course they have to do, as I'm going to keep mentioning it, as it's a huge change. All drivers on a dry race must use all 3 compounds of the tyre, of the slick tyre.
Yeah. Soft, medium, and the hard tyre. Obviously, if we were playing F1 2018, there'd be a lot of tyres you'd have to use.
Very true.
We're not playing that. I missed that many sets of tyre compounds. It was quite funny.
It was funny, but it was very complicated.
Very complicated. Made it more fun in strategy because you got a lot of different strategies going for it. But
I mean, I was devastated when the change was made to have the 5 compounds of tyres, but they bring 3 of them to a weekend. They're all called soft, medium, and hard. But then now it's grown on me, and I prefer it this way.
Yeah. But something else is growing on me. Sam going right past Pockets there. Lovely move that. Don't know why I said that because it made no sense at all. But I wanted to make a transition. For Sam into first place ahead of Pockets. But Pockets will get DRS back, Mackie, and might just fly back past.
In fact, the Ferrari enters the pit lane.
Early pit stop there. Getting off those soft tyres early on. Now, is that going to tempt Pockets into the pit lane and go for an undercut?
It's entirely possible. The Aston Martin of Capsicami is getting past Takimi Fox again. These two have been switching position all race long. And the soft tyres on that Aston Martin can't be lasting much longer, surely. We're on 8 laps of a very tyre-intensive circuit. I don't see them lasting much longer.
And Sam, interestingly enough, goes onto the hard tyre there.
Get it out of the way. This is the part of the race where everyone sort of spreads out a little bit. Everyone's sort of more chill. There's less likelihood of a safety car, so you're more likely to get the long stint in.
Yep, that's a good point. Very good point indeed.
So, the McLaren of Pizol's going to go down the inside of Corny, but it's not quite worked out. They are side by side. I think they're both running hard tyres right now. In fact, once this battle's over, we'll have a quick look at what the tyres are at. And a touch! There's going to spin on the McLaren!
Oh, Corny's out!
Corny's out!
Safety car! Oh my god, the Pockets, that's the dream!
That's devastating for all the drivers who just pit.
Oh, and it wasn't even that big of a tap, was it? It was literally like a front left tap. Oh, and Pizol does get a 5-second time buddy for severe collision with Corny, and I don't know if I can disagree. Oh my god, Borges got a drive-through penalty as well. As Yes I Am Me almost got taken right to the back by Peaceful. That was very close indeed.
So as we now look at the tyre compound, Sam Yeldab and Karumi have both been screwed over by the safety car coming out, and Tundra and VU Crazy not too far off being screwed over as well. Corny is, of course, out of this race now. The reason the safety car has been called out. Pockets all the way through to Chris J are going to absolutely love this, as well as Boyer down in 11th.
Oh, well, I mean, talk about bad luck for Sam. He's not going to gain any positions back, Mac. He might gain a few if he's lucky. But,
no, that is very poor time for a safety car to come out. Just as I was saying about how this is part of the race where you're less likely to see a safety car if safety car comes out.
Yeah, he's going to get back in front of Captain Kami.
It looks like
third.
It looks like pretty much the entire grid is opting for hards right now, apart from those who started on the hards, who are now switching over to the mediums.
Yes. Sam could have capitalized by switching tyres again and finishing the race with them. That's a good point, you know. He could have gone mediums, but that's a long old stint on medium tyres. And as someone who knows this circuit quite well, the mediums are going to really struggle to last that long.
Yeah, because it's still, like, what, 17 laps, 15 laps you'd have to race on them, which is...
The mediums do not last that long. They are not that fun around this circuit, for sure. Yeah, and of course, there might have been another safety car, but you can't risk that.
No, that would be very risky. I think this is the correct decision. Is up there in third, so hasn't lost too many places. Has gone from, I think, in first, being pressured by Pockets, now being behind, able to pressure Bloody Chen. Of course, they were all very close to each other, so hasn't lost too much, but it's not the position he's going to want to be in.
No, not really. That's not where we want to be. Aston Martin, though, having a good result. 4th and 5th as it stands.
Yeah, absolutely. They made full use of that safety car coming out at the time it did. In fact, I'm surprised Karumi didn't lose more positions because pitted on the same lap as Sam Yeldab. So, but Captain Kami definitely making full use. Interestingly, there's still a Haas out there on old mediums.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? I don't know why he's not pitted yet. Tom's going for softs. Is that Tom? I'm just curious. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on the race director here, Mackie. So Tundra in P9, Mackie.
Mhm.
And Tom's in P13. Soft, hard, medium, soft. Tundra can go to the end of the race. He's done his 3 mandatory pit stops, and so has Tom.
I just think 15 laps racing on mediums is just not going to work. It's
going to be less than 15. It might be 14, 13.
Still, you've got to take into account the wear that they do receive under safety car. I know it's not much, but it is a thing. Yeah,
unsurprisingly, the Haas pits.
Yeah, interesting it's this lap, though, not the last lap. Not exactly what I'd expect to see. Potential strategy blunder there for the Haas team.
Yeah,
that's going to be hard. Has he now served all the tyres?
I don't think so. Let me have a look for you.
Because those hards will definitely make it to the end.
Borgia, no, that's only his 2nd pit stop.
So, still needs to serve the soft tyres.
Yes, I Am Me, though, has done his medium, hard, medium. Oh, no, he's not on the softs yet. He's got to do soft still.
Interesting. So, he's gone on to the mediums, potentially the last 3 laps under softs or something?
5 laps, maybe go a bit longer, hope for a safety car later on, go for softs, yeah. I think I could see it.
So just wait now for the safety car to end. We're on, I think, the 2nd lap of the safety car. I don't think that final Haas is going to regroup in time, so we're probably going to get a 3rd safety car lap. Now, I know you've got a great fact book that's got the best facts in it about Grand Prix racing.
I do.
Do you want
me to read some facts, everyone?
Yes, I think we should get the great fact book from. That's quite outdated.
This is the 300 Great Grand Prix Facts for Motorsport Fans by Utopia Press. Now, if you haven't heard of them, don't worry. Neither did they before they made this book. They've also done the 300 Awesome Tennis Facts and 300 Crazy Football Facts. Would you like me to read you a great Grand Prix?
Before you do that, I just want to mention, as I'm flicking through the details tab, we have both Hasses to serve a drive-through penalty once this restart happens.
Interesting. So, apparently, Mercedes steering wheel was modified to have 25 buttons in 2019, has been kept the same since.
Interesting. Is it still the same now, though? Because I know how outdated that book is.
Yeah, well, these are facts of 2022.
Well, it's 2024 now.
So, Schumacher and Vettel hold the record for the most wins in a season, tied at 13. That's not true anymore.
I think a certain Red Bull driver has beaten them.
So Hamilton's win percentage, from the years 2007 to 2022, is 35.27%.
That's a huge win percentage considering there's 20 drivers on a grid.
Yep. And actually, between the years of 2010 to 2013, there was more.
That is
There
true.
was 24 cars on the grid. So did you know in the last season, in 2021, Max Verstappen clinched the title from Lewis Hamilton in the last lap of the race in Abu Dhabi. This was the young Dutch driver's first title.
I did know that.
It doesn't mention anything about any race director or anything, so...
Well, no, because technically that's disputed, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
The actual fact, according to the
fact
documents,
is, he's a world champion from that year, so, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's 7 types of tyres used in F1 races, apparently.
7. Oh, yeah, of course it's 7. Technically.
Soft, medium, hard, intermediate, full wet. It's only 5.
Yeah, but technically, I think it's counted C1 through C5.
Oh, super C1, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, wets, inter.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, that's the last fact we're going to leave it on because we've got a safety car restart.
Indeed, Bert Meyerlander driving that. Which one have we got this weekend? Is it
the Aston Martin, I think.
Yeah, it does look like the Aston Martin. That Aston Martin drives into the pit lane as Pockets gets the restart. Has he gone already? No, he hasn't.
Gone.
He's not.
No, not yet.
No, he's really backing up. Now we go.
He's gone now. He's gone. He's gone. He's legged it. He's absolutely legged it. And Chris J actually trying to make a move early there, but he couldn't because he caught the line early, which meant he had to back off, which allowed Tundra to move himself up into 7th. We are back underway for the restart. Down the inside.
Oh, no, it's a spin!
Oh, it was
Whoa.
half spin. Somehow didn't take out Tundra or Chris J or Captain Garmy. That was very close indeed. Too much. There.
Oh, there's a McLaren being pushed off. Pizol gets pushed off the track just a little bit as Tundra gets up into 7th position. Looks like Borgia is trying to make a position on VU Crazy, and it seems to have worked out. And as we continue in this race now, on a safety car restart, it appears they've kept it relatively clean. No one's in a wall. But as I say that, yellow flags are flying.
Yellow flags are flying behind. I think it's just Borgia gone a little bit wide, but it's back underway now. As we return towards the front of the grid, Chris J in front of Captain Kami now, as they're trying to chase down the leaders. Pocket's got a 1.3 second advantage up front. Karumi, on the other hand, is right on the back of Sam here, who is not enjoying these hard tyres on the first couple of laps here. Trying to get them warmed up. They're not the easiest tyre to warm up at the start of a restart. So, through the left hand, and now we go. Turn 22. Very tricky section of corners that, but no DRS open until 3 laps after the safety car. Of course, next year's game, it'll be only after a lap
It does still throw me off in the IRL F1. That's the rule now.
I really like it though. I think it's going to improve racing. I think it will.
So far, I've not seen improvement in racing, but
it kept sights within Max. I know Max had that problem in Australia, but that's not the point.
Max had that grenade in his brake, you know.
Apparently so. Oh,
so, Karumi chasing Sam Yeldar. But in fact, Sam Yeldar's managed to make up 4 tenths of Bloody Chen, now within that DRS range for when that does get re-enabled. Chris J also pressuring behind. We've got Ferrari, Aston Martin, Mercedes, Aston Martin here, all vying for 3rd position as the Ferrari Sam Yeldar is struggling to keep up with Bloody Chen right now.
Yeah, it's not exactly his easiest race. It's trying to keep it within that DRS. But yeah, Bloody Chen not exactly closing in on Pockets. But as you say, the car from behind not really closing in. They seem to be stronger in different parts of the circuit, Mackie, and that is common around Saudi Arabia because it's a very interesting track because it's got a lot of long straights. That first sector, you need as much downforce as you can to get through it. To be honest with you, there's the right mix of enough downforce and enough straight line speed to keep up with everyone else. And as we've mentioned so many times this year in every commentary I've done, if you're not in slipstream or DRS, you might as well not race because it's so tricky to catch cars.
Indeed. And Chris J appears to be the one closest to making a move here. Is gaining in that slipstream of Kurumi ahead. And as they go through the final corner now and they exit onto that curb that gets them a little bit close to the wall, but you kind of don't want to hit it. That can absolutely mess up your suspension. But his medium tyres now going to give the advantage on the hard tyre and cuts across a little bit, but places that car just the right place to see Aston Martin. And now down the inside goes Chris J. It looks like he just went for it. Broke later. Got a better exit with the extra grip that those medium tyres do give you. And Chris J going to cut across the inside of that corner. That's going to be position confirmed, at least for now.
Very impressive there from Chris J. Just literally had a little bit more grip than those hard tyres. And that is exactly what he needs. For Aston Martin, though, don't need to panic too much. Still running 5th and 6th right now. Just going to keep his head here, Kurumi. He knows Chris J's got to make another pit stop, and so does Kurumi a little bit. He'll be on the medium tyres for the next stint, and Chris J will be on the softs, I believe.
Yes, most likely.
He started on the hards. We are on lap 14 of 25. Who can go to the end of this race? Well, Tundra can go to the end of this race, and so can Tomps. They're the only two that can go to the end of the race so far. Everyone else needs to pit again. The Haas cars towards the back of the grid that don't need to pit, but they're about 14 seconds off of each other.
That is because they both had to serve drive-through penalties.
Yeah, of course, that is a factor.
And Tundra is going to make the move on Captain Kami around the outside. That DRS wide open. In fact, they both got the DRS. And they're side by side going into the final turn. Going to be the outside for Tundra, the inside for Captain Kami. Honestly, the outside's a better line through that turn because you get a better exit as the Aston Martin tries to break any potential slipstream. It's going to be wing wide open now for Tundra. The Aston Martin doesn't have it anymore. Tundra's going to get the move done. DRS very powerful through turn 1, and that is another position for the Red Bull, but no! Goes too deep on the brakes, and now it's going to be the Aston Martin, Captain Kami, back in front.
Very nice there. Yeah, a little bit too late on the brakes. Obviously, Tundra doesn't need to worry again. He can go to the end of this Grand Prix. He's just got to relax at the moment. It's a very interesting set of strategies here, though, Mackie, because we've got a Red Bull at the front of the grid who has to pit again for medium tyres. And we've got a Red Bull in 7th who doesn't have to pit again. Can technically go to the end of this Grand Prix. So, just which one is going to work? Well, Pockets, of course, has the pace at the moment, leading the Grand Prix. But he is being pressured from Sam behind. And Bloody Chen is basically in this fight as well, because he's only 3/10 behind. With DRS. Will these two work together a little bit to try and close up to the back of Pockets? Obviously, they don't need to work together forever, but a little bit of DRS pulling each other along will help them catch up to Pockets.
Absolutely, but Kurumi is pulling away from Captain Kami right now. 2-second gap and increasing. Kurumi now is going to sit within the DRS of Chris J, but it just exits it again. It's not... You're right on the cusp there. In fact, I think the Mercedes drivers found a little bit of pace, able to pull a couple of temps off there. Bloody Chen really trying to fight the pace on Sam Yeldar right now.
Yeah, he's got DRS, interesting enough, but also, so does Sam. Sam got DRS on Pockets in that last lap, and you can see how much he's closed in. Went from a 9/10 gap to only 5/10 now. It's coming down every single lap. Here comes Captain Kami, though, going for the move back on Tundra, and that is the danger of making the overtake in that first corner, because you don't get the usage of DRS down the back straight unless you're going wheel to wheel with the person. So right now, we're paying the back to lead the race. It's going to be another Sam versus Pockets battle. These guys are going to want to make their pit stops sooner rather than later here, Mackie, because they're going to be in big trouble waiting too long. They've got to make it probably in the next lap or so.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a fine line. And Tundra beaches on the curb a little bit. Completely messed up that section of track. There's lost a lot of time. That's going to give Takimi Fox the ability to catch up a little bit. And now Tundra won't have any DRS on the Aston Martins in front.
I've not seen that been messed up so badly before. That was not good from Tundra at all. Basically, he tried to... He beached on the curb and he tried to recover himself by like pulling him back across the circuit, but he couldn't do it because of those issues on circuit, which is a massive shame. But He's now going to make up time again. Doesn't need to panic again, Mackie. Doesn't need to panic again. He keep it calm, nice and calm here. I'm interested to see when these hard tyres are going to be pitting. Are they going to wait into the last 5 laps? Because if they do wait to the last 5 laps, Mackie, they are not going to catch anyone.
Now your current tyres, as they stand, our top 3 are all running those hards of the same age. Chris J behind on the mediums. Next 2 on the hards. Tundra is also on the mediums. In fact, Pockets is pitting. He's getting off those hards now. He's going for the mediums.
He's got to do it early. Got to do it earlier rather than later, because you've got to make up time as well. It doesn't matter if you don't. It doesn't matter if you, when you do it, you've got to make up the time. So right now, Pockets is gonna try and go for the undercut, even though he's leading. He's trying to undercut them. Now, this is what happened for Sam last time around, and he was caught out by a safety car. Could have possibly a similar situation happen again, but round the other way.
And it's entirely possible that our battle's happening on the grid now, and of course, it's a circuit where one tiny driver error can end up with your entire car in the wall. Takimi Fox has just beached it. They're all struggling with that turn there. It's catching them out a little bit. And that's the McLaren in the wall!
Thompson's in the wall. He's not done it too badly. Will Pockets see him, though? He's going to be slow on track. Yeah, he's pulled to the right-hand side. Very nice from Toms. But, yeah, once again, that's not gone well at all. Toms is on 8 laps old softs. He can go to the end of the Grand Prix, but Mackie, I don't think those softs are going to get to the end, in my opinion.
No, I think that's going to have to be another pit for a set of mediums or another set of softs at some point.
Right, let's see what the leaders do. They've got to surely make the pit stop now, because they've got to cover off Pockets. This undercut is very powerful in this year's game. They can't be waiting around too long. I'd say get the pit stops done now, get the new tyres on, and make the cover off work. Yeah, Sam and Bloody Chen in. Chris J stays out, going a bit longer. He wants those soft tyres at their best. Karumi stays out. Captain Kami also stays out.
Interesting that both Aston Martins stay out because they can't pit together. They're too close to each other right now. One of them will get held up. So it's interesting they haven't decided to pit one of them just yet. We'll see how that works out for them. X in the pit lane now. Who's the first out? I think that's going to be Sam, the first out.
Sam is going to get out behind Pocket, but not that far behind. The undercut not as powerful as I expected on this occasion.
Bloody Chen does appear to have lost out though.
Yeah, he has lost out a lot of time. But Sam, still within DRS range here, but he always got a bit of the curve there. He's ridden a little bit of the curve. He's just got to make this sector nice and smooth on these older tyres. Oh, I think Pockets has done that very nice himself. So right now, advantage still to Pockets, but it's very close in the front. And just want to point out, everyone in the top 5, except for Tundra, has to pit again. Tundra can stay out to the end of this Grand Prix.
Tundra, however, on those medium tyres that will be 15 or 16, maybe 17 laps old by the time we reach the end of this Grand Prix, so they won't be in very good condition. So honestly, I'd say Pockets is currently net favourite right now.
He is net leader, technically, as we race here. Of course, Tundra, teammate of Pockets, he's not exactly going to hold him up, is he?
No, 100% not. Will, when the time comes, let him through. I think we see some blue flags being waved for that Haas driver.
Yes, I am me.
Chris J and Karumi have both entered the pit lane now. That's going to give Captain Kami the lead of the race for now. But Tundra in second, with arguably the better tyres for right now. And it's gaining a lot. I think Tundra's going to take the lead of the race, at least for now, as we wait for Pockets to start making up some ground.
So, Pockets right up behind the back of Takimi Fox. He can't be stalled behind this AlphaTauri for too long, but it's very tricky to make a move in this first sector, Mackie. You can see how much Sam is closing up now.
Absolutely, a couple of mistakes from Pockets is all it will take for the Ferrari to get ahead. In fact, that AlphaTauri almost beached it, lost a lot of time. It's holding up Pockets, just can't overtake through that section of track. Going through the banked corner, coming up ahead. The Red Bull Gyro Pockets is really going to have to make it through. In fact, that looked like a blue flag waving to me.
I think that's from behind. That's not from in front. Yeah, I think that's from behind the Haas. Because there's Bloody Chen's behind the Haas as well. But lovely move that from Pockets. He needed to get it done, Mackie. That was the most important one of the race. Oh, as Takimi Fox catches the inside curb. And that slowed down Sam even more. Because, you know, Takimi Fox he's not entitled to move out the way. Oh, very close indeed between Sam and Takimi as Bloody Chen blasts past the Haas. and now trying to close in onto Kimi, who's gone wide again. That's going to cost him as Blade goes around the outside.
Absolutely, and as you were saying, the faster cars had no entitlement of the AlphaTauri moving through. That was a race 4 position, fully entitled to defend that as they see safe to do. So
Pockets and Sam are battling. I didn't think Sam caught up so much.
no, I mean, but Sam's about to be ahead, and is ahead, going down the straight, but that's a DRS for Pockets, and Pockets is as they go into the turn, Pockets will be in the lead. Tundra just 8 seconds ahead.
8 seconds, though. That's a big old gap to make up. 5 laps to go.
And yeah, but Tundra's tyres aren't in good condition. It's already half a second gained.
It is, yeah.
It is coming down very quickly.
It is coming down very quickly. You would expect Pockets to catch him. And of course, Pockets and Tundra are teammates. It could be all about the team play towards the end of this Grand Prix. One of Tundra's letting off a bit as well. You never know. Maybe he could be loosening off his, his throttle pedal just to let him catch up.
And
but,
it's entirely possible he's trying to manage those tyres. Maybe that gap comes out to 4 seconds, and the tyres been managed enough that they'll last till the end, and able to let Pockets through, but hold Sam behind up.
Yeah, don't count out Chris J as well. He may be about 3 seconds off of this pack with Bloody Chen, Sam and Pockets. But Chris J has got soft tyres on, and now going up towards turn 22. Sam has got DRS. He's trying to get past Pockets, but he's not going to make that move through this section, Mackie. We talked about this before. He can't make it through this section because he'll get absolutely rinsed down the secondary main stage.
He's going for it anyway.
Now he goes for it anyway. He doesn't care. He wants that. He wants track position, and I don't blame him entirely. But surely Pockets is just going to rinse him back down this main straight. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1.
It looks like it's just a spin by the Alpine and VU Crazy.
But Sam says the fastest lap. Bloody Chen now says the fastest lap. Pockets not close enough. Takimi Fox gets a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. That's not going to help his race, but he's about 12 seconds off the car in front, and he's got a nice gap behind. So that should keep him where he is at the moment. But don't count out Bloody Chen as well. He's still involved in this fight.
This is all working out very well for Sam Yeldar right now, as we're going through the first sector still, and is built a half a second lead. So the DRS will come into effect going through the next DRS zone as we exit this bank corner, go through the twisty section. Then right there, you've got a slightly twisty DRS zone. To be honest, it's a bit odd. But Pockets is definitely sticking with the Ferrari, but he's definitely got a Williams behind to worry about, who does look faster.
Yeah, Blade Chen really picking up the pace, and also Tundra 2.9 seconds up the road now for Sam, as Sam trying to close him in. Pockets with DRS is going to try and close back up to the front of Sam, the Ferrari, battling with the Red Bull. The Red Bull battling with the Ferrari, but the Williams is involved in this fight as well. Bloody Chen very close to the back of Pockets now. He's going to get a lovely double slipstream down this back straight. His Pocket's going to look for the move. We've got another yellow flag in sector 1. Pockets kind of has to go for the move, to be honest with you, because Bloody Chen's right there, Mackie. He's right in the background. They look like he's going to have a move up the inside. Is he going to stick his nose in it here? This could be a very interesting 3-wide battle. So down the main straight now. Bloody Chen pulls to the right hand side. Pocket's going to pull to the inside line, but he's going to get caught up in the middle. Chris J closing in as well. 130.3 says the fastest lap.
Absolutely, Bloody Chen had to brake really early there because wasn't sure when Sam Yeldar was going to brake, and that's given Pockets a slight bit of breathing room from behind at least.
Yeah, it certainly has at the moment. 1.6 seconds separate Tundra and Sam here for position.
Absolutely, Bloody Chen now is gaining once again as we go through the bank corner. It's going to look like just stays in position right now. We've still got 4 laps left in this 25 lap Grand Prix, and this is going to be a battle all the way to the end. Tundra now is at the front, but only just. They're within DRS range. It's become a 4-way battle for the lead.
4-way fight, and don't count out Chris J. It could make it a 5-way fight by the end of this Grand Prix. Tundra will want to try and hold up Sam for as long as he can to allow Pockets a good chance of winning this Grand Prix. Sam will want to get past Tundra as soon as he can because he knows he's quicker than the man in the Red Bull car with those medium tyres on. There's nothing Tundra can do about it because DRS has just blasted him past the Red Bull. Tundra didn't look like he wanted to fight that one too badly, Mackie.
Oh, the wall! Bloody Chen just hit the wall. Tapped it.
I don't think He's got no damage. No damage by the looks of it, from what I can see. And yeah, I don't think Tundra's going to close in enough. Oh, he's dumped all his battery. He's going to go down the inside. Sam not going to defend it because he knows he's going to outbrake himself. Oh, run a bit wide there from Tundra. And I saw a front wing fly from someone. I think it's the car in front of You Are Crazy. Hopefully he doesn't get involved blocking this battle too much, because there's a real big fight going on. Tundra tried his best for pockets, but now he's got to let the man past and just give him some space now. Because right now, this is what's important. Surely, Tundra, for the sake of the team, needs to let pockets through.
Bloody Chen's struggling a little bit. I think maybe just waiting for these Red Bulls to do something. They appear to be fighting for position.
Yeah, Tundra did not want to let him through there.
No, 100% not. It's given Bloody Chen the run on Tundra as well. Let him through. That's probably why he wasn't letting him through, because Bloody Chen is right there, only 2 tenths behind. And this has given Sam such a good advantage. 1.5 seconds up the road now. He's just going to be chilling a little bit while the 3 of them are fighting behind.
Yeah, 3 of them behind. Chris J is also still involved. Can still pick up a podium place here, ahead of the cars behind. Here we go. Bloody Chen going to go for it now. And also Pockets with all the work to do, because Sam managed to pull away while the Red Bulls were trying to swap positions. It just wasn't going very well at all. Is he going to go back for the move here? No, he's let off the accelerator. What are the Red Bulls doing this afternoon? That is a huge misplay in team communication, as Tundra had the overspeed but couldn't make it stick. He's going to get it again here. And he's actually pushing. He's pushing to try and get past Pockets again. And he is. He's going to go
and
straight back.
He's got no choice. He's got no choice, because Bloody Chen's right behind. And Chris J there's going to make the move on Bloody Chen as well. And they're all side by side. They're all touching each other. And it's all going to end up going through Sector 1 here with almost a 4-wide battle. Chris J gets ahead of Bloody Chen. I think Bloody Chen might have damage.
He might have a little bit of damage. Maybe a bit of damage we can't see. I understand what Tundra's doing. He's holding them up but braking, but it's a very silly maneuver. Oh, especially when you do stuff like that, because you're slamming on the brakes and you're obviously going to get pushed past. You know, I don't think that's Chris J's fault. You've got a slow moving car. You tap him slightly on the rear. There's nothing more you can do about it. Tundra falls down to 5th.
Yeah, absolutely. Bloody Chen now up into 4th. I don't think has the car right now to be able to chase for the lead in this Grand Prix. Chris J is definitely chasing, wants to catch Pockets, but is losing time. And Sam Yeldar, with 2 laps left to go, is up there in the lead with 2.4 second gap.
Yep, a lap and a half to go. And right now it's good for Sam Yeldar, but good for Tundra as well. Tundra looks like go back into the turn 22. He may not have any grip left in his tyres, Mackie, but he's still got a lot of straight line speed to try and get past Bloody Chen and at least finish inside the top 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this has been an insane battle throughout this race, as Sam Yeldar now comes past the start-finish line to start the final lap of this Grand Prix here in Saudi Arabia. And Chris J only 8 tenths behind Pockets and gaining. That DRS definitely given an advantage. Gained 3 tenths just down the straight alone. This is the final lap, so it doesn't have much more time to do it. Tundra's back ahead of Bloody Chen, but went really deep into the corner, and that's giving Bloody Chen the chance to get past. Has half a second gap going through the final few stages now.
Yeah, I'm watching on board there. He was always going to outbrake himself for that corner. He was way too late on the brakes. He understood he had to go for it. Is there a chance Chris J finishes up second place here? He went for the alternate strategy, went for the hard, medium, soft, instead of what the other guys went for, which was the medium, hard, soft. But it seems at the moment it is working out in his favour. He's going to get 2 DRS shots at him here, Mackie, and especially when Pocket is running on very low ERS, there's a real chance Chris J can jump ahead of him here down the next couple of main straights, because we know we've
got a yellow flag.
Yeah, it's You Are Crazy in the first sector, but it won't matter too much for this battle. Sam looks like he's won this race unless something happens dramatically on the final lap. And, a little bit holding on. Tons picks up a 3-second time, but it won't matter too much. Let's see if Chris J can do it here. DRS wide open. He may be a little bit too far back, but let's see how crazy this DRS is as we race down into the final corner. Will he get the good exit? That's what he needs right now, as Sam will pick up this Grand Prix win. Now it's going to be a race to the line. Red Bull versus Mercedes. Mercedes versus Red Bull. But I think it's just going to be Pockets who holds him off at the end. Bloody Chen will finish in 4th.
Less than a tenth between Pockets and Chris J there. huge effort, and we've still got battles going on. Captain Kami's making a move on Pizol, going through the final corner. Who's going to get DRS? It's gonna be the Aston Martin behind. They're going to go side by side across the line. Another very close finish, 500ths of a second.
Very close battling right to the end, and that was an entertaining race from start to finish. And it will be Captain Kami in 8th and Pearsall in 7th, and we've got Takimi Fox finishing in 9th. Tomps will round out your top 10 as he gets points. Actually, he jumps ahead of Takimi Fox because of time penalties. And then, of course, we got Bojan and Yes I Am finishes in 12th, and You Are Crazy finishes in 13th place. That is the end of our Grand Prix. We're still just waiting for Borja to finish because he didn't actually get lapped in the end. So
no, did finish on lead lap indeed, and the ad break starts in 3 minutes. We've got one more snooze left, so if someone in chat could press that, so we can do the interviews. Yeah, that was a huge last couple of laps. That was great. Honestly, I think it's a 3 tyres thing.
I enjoyed the 3 tyres thing. I think that worked quite well. And I think also the fact that the guys were doing some fantastic racing really did help as well. Once again, Tier 2 proving to be some fantastic racing. Tier 1 got a lot to live up to tomorrow. Of course, I'm racing in it, so that always makes it better. But, you know, but today it's not about me. It's about the Tier 2 drivers. And Mackie, they put on a show for us today.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is your podium sitters there. Sam Yeldar wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, followed by Pocket, and who actually got third in the end? I feel like it changed.
It was Chris J.
Chris J got third in the end, driving that Mercedes. Absolutely insane effort, and gets a fast. I think we've got the fastest lap point, so we'll gain that as well. And that is confirmation of your final finish or final provisional results. Sam Yeldar does win the race with a time of 41 minutes and 41.9 seconds. Pockets comes second, and then Chris J comes in third. Very, very close between the two of them, indeed. Like photo finish practically.
Yeah, pretty much. A very good race. Thoroughly enjoyed that one, and we're gonna grab people.
Yep. And just fourth is Bloody Chen, Tundra fifth, then Kurumi, Pizol, Kapsukami, Takimi Fox, and Tomps make up your top 10, all gaining points from this race. And then Borja, Yes I'm Me, VU Crazy, all finishing the race. And then Corny and Juno not finishing.
Oof.
As we just go in now, I assume we're going to have some interviews.
I don't have access to type in the Tier 2 chat.
Oh, this is great.
Or to chat in the Tier 1 chat for that matter.
But you're a Tier 1 driver.
I know. I'm also a commentator. Surely I have access to all the chats. No? Hello? Guys?
If you finished on the podium and watching the stream, join the waiting room. Join the waiting room, and we'll drag you in for an interview in finishing order.
I have access now. Thank you, Scrub. Who was it? Sam.
Yeah.
Which is Mick Schumacher. It's Pockets, right?
Pockets, yep.
And Bloody Chen.
No, Chris J.
It's Chris J. There you go. Cool down room if you want that.
Oh, we've got 2 of them already.
Who finished third? Chris J, right?
Yep.
I'll bring him in first. Chris.
Oh. Hello, guys. What's up?
It's going well, mate. Going well. And P3 on the opening race of the season, very close to P2. Very close.
Very close.
But yeah, fantastic drive. What a race as well. I thought personally, don't know what you thought. 3 tire compounds, very good fun.
Yeah. It's as you saw in the start, there was a lot of different strategies. I started on hards. Everyone else was on soft. Some were on medium. It caused some challenge. But yeah, at least my strategy was good and it worked.
Yeah, the hard, medium, soft seemed to be the one to go for. Of course, we had a lot of hard racing, which did help as well. But you've got to be there at the end, and those soft tires seemed to really come alive towards the end of that stint. And it was, you just maybe needed another lap to go get probably the lead as
Yeah, if
well.
there would have been one more lap, yeah.
Yeah, you might
I
have got
would
the
have had
lead as
that.
well. It would have been close.
Yeah, but it's starting race of the season. It's great. Unfortunately, my teammate crashed, but
It
it.
It,
But
it
yeah,
happens. But yeah, good opening round for Mercedes, picking up a podium straight away. So I
that's
think
yeah.
it's already more points than they scored last season. That's fine. I was a Mercedes driver last year. I can say that. So that's a good start. But yeah, going on to the next round. What is the next round? I don't even know. It is China. Oh,
China.
Shanghai, China. Thoughts, feelings?
Unfortunately, I will have to miss that. But
Oh,
a really strong track for me. Actually, every track in this calendar is really my track, really my strength. Apart from Sandwood, I've never driven a league race there, but every other track I'm really fast. I can dominate there. So I'm really hopeful about this season. Maybe we can pick up a constructors, maybe a driver championship. But it's a pretty bad of a start. But it's always good to keep your head up and pray and hope.
yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is. But thank you for chatting to us, mate. And we'll maybe speak to you in China. Well, not in China. We'll speak to you maybe in the next race afterwards.
You will, you will. All right.
All right,
Thank you,
awesome.
guys.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
mate. So we're gonna bring in your next finisher, which was Pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Pockets.
Hello.
P2, my friend. P2 back on the podium. But is it one that got away from you, mate? Did you feel
Yeah,
like
it
you had
is.
that win?
I
Uh,
don't know if I had the win, but I had the chance to win. But yeah, in the
yes.
last laps, when we scrambled with Tundra and the other guys, I don't know, what was it? Probably Blodich, and yeah, Mick got away, and then I just wasn't able to get back. But yeah, podium is still nice.
Podium
And
is
I got a
nice.
pole position somehow.
Yeah, but and it was originally like the first lap you set was about 5 tenths faster than the entire field. So you were really cooking on that pole lap. But something we should mention is a little bit went a bit wrong with your teammate trying to get past him. Maybe a bit too much pressure from your own teammate. Could you
Not really. I
divulge?
think I think Tundra wanted to let me through or like cooperate with me as best as he could. But the problem was that Mick overtook him into turn one, and then after turn one, you have the whole technical section, and of course, him being on all tires, it's hard to let someone through safely, or don't make him lose sometimes. So, and then after that, when he let me through, he obviously had the DRS, which is really powerful on here. So I had
It's
to defend or like go side by side with him to not let the others.
it's
Uh,
almost too powerful around this circuit.
yeah, I mean, depends. But if you're the leading guy and you're trying to chase Mick or Sam in P1, it was unlucky. But it was a great strategy go from Tundra. When I went like besides the pit lane, I was like, oh shit, I could have boxed and went to the end. But yeah, it is what it is. Like props to Mick or Sam, because he did really well, and I think he was faster in the race. Don't know if in quali, but in the race he was faster, which is I was faster like on the end of first stint or like couple of occasions. So props to him and props to Chris as well. I think he came back from somewhere behind. So
Yeah, he did a very good job on those soft tires. And yeah, so obviously we did the 3 tire compound here this weekend. Were you a fan of that system?
uh, I was skeptical, but it brings another element into the race, and I think for you to commentate, it's uh, it's another thing as well. But I think it made this race more interesting because it threw Tundra in there, Chris as well. We had the same strategy with Mick, so with us two it was mostly the same. But yeah, I think it was really good. It did this job this race. I think it was really exciting. I don't know. I think racing top three like Blooditch and myself and Sam made a good entertainment.
It made for great entertainment. Obviously, we don't know how it's going to perform at other races, and we'll see. We don't know how it's going to perform in Tier 1, but we'll find that out as we go. But obviously, China next weekend. Are you a fan of China?
No, I am not. I am not looking forward to that. We had the sign up. We had to do sign up China, so
I know.
I really didn't enjoy it, and it's
I crashed around my first attempt I did around that. It was
oh,
good.
I
Yeah,
spun, so yeah.
Yeah.
At
Well,
least
it's
the AI were really low, so I
Yeah,
didn't
that
lose
was good.
that much. But yeah,
Um,
I'm not looking forward to it.
well, you never know what can happen, mate. Maybe that's some rain. That'll change
Oh
everything up.
no, oh no.
But thank you, Pockets. Maybe we'll speak to you next week as well, mate.
Yeah, I hope as well. Have a good time. Bye bye.
Right, well done, mate. And we're gonna bring in your race winner. He picks up his first win of the season with
Hello.
Ferrari. It is Mick/Sam/Schumacher. And great drive, sir.
Thank
Picking
you,
up
thank you.
a big victory. And a very, very good battle up front. Obviously, you took the lead after Pockets. I think Pockets must have made a little mistake because he seemed like he went a bit slow at some point. But you were kept with the DRS. You made the strategy work, and it was brilliant. Talk us through the race.
What can I say? Stint one was just me and Pockets battling. It was alright to be fair, and then I pitted a lap before the safety car, which was absolutely tragic.
Yeah, we saw that. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
And then I sat in minus 10 seconds delta for half a lap and ended up behind bloody Chen. So that wasn't a great start, but we had a nice battle, the three of us, I think, for the majority of the second stint. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Tundra may have unironically helped me out a bit at the end.
Yeah, we were talking about
Fighting
that.
Pockets.
Yeah, we were talking about that with Pockets, and Pockets wasn't obviously. I don't know if he was speaking. Part of the team media sort of thing is like, oh, it happens. But yeah, it seemed like he held him up more than he helped him. But anyway, you made it work. You actually must have had a brilliant end lap because you only came out about 8/10 behind Pockets when he made the pit stop early. So that was brilliant as well. But yeah, fantastic race. Picked up the victory. And 25 points for. Are you an Alfa Romeo reserve or are you a full driver for Ferrari?
Full-time Alfa Romeo, but reserve for Ferrari, I guess.
Okay, cool.
So if one of the boys is unavailable, I'll jump
Do
in.
that. All right, cool. But yeah, big win. Start of the season. Are you expecting this to carry on through this season, sir?
To be fair, looking at the driver pool and seeing how it's for quali, for example, how it was quite evenly matched. It's just have a see a season goes, have a bit of fun. Actually, have some battling for the lead instead of P9, which would be nice.
Yeah, well, we actually had a really good race. Obviously, the 3 tire compounds I think worked quite well for the first race. We'll see how it carries on for the rest of the season.
It was ridiculously clean for a first race, especially Jeddah.
Yeah, Saudi was very clean. We only had about 2 crashes, and I think it was an incident that could have been avoided, but I think that's being talked over, so that's fine. But yeah, very clean indeed. But yeah, China next weekend. You a fan of China,
Oh,
sir?
no, no.
It's our second person that said that.
I
Yeah.
spat on the sign up, so it's not looking
It's
not
not
looking
got a lot
good.
of grip. It's not got a lot of grip, China. I don't know what they did to change it, but yeah, it's not gone very well. But maybe we'll speak to you next week, mate. You never know what can happen.
Who knows? Top mum.
Who knows? But yeah, thank you, Mick. Congratulations on your first win this season.
No worries, son. Let's see you later.
See you in a bit.
Later.
So, Mackie, that rounds up our first round of season 10. And I thought it was a very good, probably one of our best opening rounds we've had for Tier 2.
I'd say that was a great opening round. I personally think the 3 compound rule, it did solid for the racing. We'll see if that's just because it was Jeddah or whether it will continue a more open track like China. But yeah, that was a good race overall, and I think it's about time I start plugging things.
Yep, to plug in.
Right, so that was DRC Tier 2, first round of Season 10, partner with Aztec Sim Sports and powered by Milestone. You can find more about DRC at discord.gg/digital racing and our website as well, linked down below. We've got ACC leagues and F1 leagues, so if you want to take part in any of that, be sure to join. You could do the sign up things. It's all pretty well explained throughout. And Instagram as well at Digital Racing Championship, that's somewhere. And of course, follow the channel if you're not already following. If you want to watch more races like this, there's the Tier 1 race tomorrow. I'm not sure if the ACC race is being streamed or not, but we'll see. Yeah, that's it from me. And
that's it from me.
Yep, that's it from the both of us. So we'll see you next week for China.
Yep.
And goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.